Welcome back. We have been delayed because Steam was down. There's been a CSGO update
Yes.
because France is a place with restrictive laws in the sense that I remember when I wanted to play poker with a friend of mine on PokerStars, and there was a time where France ring-fenced the country in that respect, so people in France could only play poker with people in France. So when you got places like PokerStars, where you got like those huge tournaments on weekends and at the end of every month and so on, are no longer able to play any of those. And in a similar vein, I suppose, or maybe not really actually. Now they have this X-ray scanner thing, so basically people in France can see what's inside a box, but they can't scan another box, see what's inside the other box until they open that box. So it's like a roundabout way of adhering to the laws, which is cool, I guess. You know, the game needs to make money, so
They really have no benefit over a normal user, I guess, other than the fact that they don't have to pay for one crate.
Yep, indeed they do. Anyway, we need to get through this stuff very quickly for the match which is to come. Singularity versus Cloud9 again, 50 minutes late due to Steam going down. Cloud9 Singularity. Vertigo has been vetoed immediately. We start on Nuke, we move to Dust 2, and then after that we're going to have Overpass. Marvelous stuff. A nice set of...
I think Singularity is using Infinite in this match.
Oh, really?
He's
Infinite.
quite good.
As a trial or a sub?
Yeah.
Just as a sub, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Infinite, he was the guy who was going to join Cloud9, but then people were like, he's racist!
Yes.
Yeah, so...
He is that individual.
Yeah. That's a shame, actually, because he was a really good player.
He's really good.
Really good player.
Yeah.
But hopefully, you know, there's time to mature for sure. And there's definitely a thing with like people with like casual racism in gaming in North America, where if you join a deathmatch server, like a Valve deathmatch server, like the casual deathmatch, people are just dropping N-bombs all the time. And I think it's just because like a cathartic thing. Because I think a lot of these people are like little nerdy gamers who don't really have necessarily a lot going on in their lives. So it's a way to...
In the world, right?
What?
They don't know what things in the world mean.
That's true. That too.
Yeah.
But I feel like some of it is just, I don't know, kind of social recluse. Like people saying things because they're offensive, right? That's the nature of the world. Because you get like a lot of 9/11 jokes and stuff. Just things to be offensive.
There's no repercussions, is there? You know, you're behind a computer.
Yeah.
There's someone finds your IP and comes to your house.
So
that's happened to me.
It's like, what?
I said, unless someone like actually gets your IP, goes to your house or something, like in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back or whatever.
Did you say that happened to you?
No, I said that's never happened to me.
Oh, never happened to you.
Or anyone I know.
Okay.
but unless something like that happens, there's no repercussions.
Well, yeah. So I would take it. You know, I don't know what he's saying because I wasn't there, but I mean, some people are racist. I don't know if he is or he isn't, but regardless of that, the only thing I care about is Counter-Strike. I would like to see him play on a team where he could actually contribute something with his skill. So I'm interested to see his what he can do today.
Yeah, I think he'll play really well.
Are you racist, Sean?
No, James, I'm not actually.
I didn't think you were.
Yeah.
Worth asking these days.
Yeah.
Dan's half Indian.
Half.
So
I'm only 22%.
Actually goes percentage.
From the
How do you get
Gujarat
exactly
region.
22%?
I don't actually know if that's how you pronounce it.
From the what?
Gujarat region, I think it's Gujarat. I'm not sure how to pronounce it even.
You should learn before.
Well, I rechecked 23andMe because I know that it was from a specific region in India, very specific. So I looked up recently.
I don't buy that stuff too much, man. People move around.
Well, DNA. They're not into the DNA is fake.
No, not DNA, but just like we're saying, you are from this specific region, especially in Europe, where people in Europe, because it's like people move around so much.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I feel like it's hard to say that and actually.
It's only a percentage.
Well, percentages, I mean, you say only percentage, but percentage
I've
is
got
very
many other
specific,
percentages of many other places.
Okay, like what?
I have to look it up.
Yeah, when I did it, it was kind of crazy. It was like 10% Jewish.
I could see you with the curls.
Didn't see it coming, actually.
But your hair's not dark enough for so maybe if you had a higher percentage of Jewish, you could get the black hair going on.
It was like 8%.
8%.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty small. It's prediction time, chaps. This is a weird one, okay, because Cloud9 are a new team and they need to grow, and I haven't seen enough from them just yet. But I've seen even less of Singularity, so I'm going to pick Cloud9. But it's kind of like an ignorant pick, basically, just in general. So that's me.
I think this version of Singularity isn't the same as the old one with Floppy, all the other old players that
Yeah.
were on Singularity. It's a new team. I have to go with Cloud9. They're fresh off of a boot camp. I mean, they did lose to Furio.
a boot camp. Did you hear that, Sliggy? They're
Yes.
fresh off a boot camp. Oh, he's picked them already.
Yeah.
That's why I
Sliggy.
picked them.
That's why Sliggy picked.
All right, Dan, who are you going with?
Yeah, I think Cloud9 will easily win this game.
Okay.
I haven't seen obviously that much from Singularity, but I'm really excited about this Cloud9 lineup. I honestly think it has. I think they had great pieces. I think with another month or two of experience, I feel like they're going to be tournament ready, LAN ready.
Mixwell as a player excites me so much. He's
Yes,
so good.
he is amazing.
He's so good.
He is amazing. I know that he's an extremely good player. I'm very fond of watching him play, but he always exceeds my expectations
Yes.
and is even more impressive than I remember every time I see him.
Him and Automatic on the same team.
Yeah.
So
That's
so
fantastic.
I feel like Tens is going to get better and better with the experience of growing under those players.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like he's with a good group of players in terms of people to lead him and his development as a youngster, but also once they understand like how to give him the space in the structure, because his ceiling to his skill level, it could turn out that he's like the best
Yeah.
individual in North America.
That,
Like
that
some of the
blast
stuff that,
we saw him at, he was lighting it up.
yeah.
He played really well. That was his opening land, right? for Cloud9?
Yeah, and you could tell that he was doing it without having any spots given to him. He was just in terrible spots, but still making stuff happen.
All right, we've got the HE towards the mini position. The smoke to go into mini itself, but we have deletions. Nothing but deletions. They're barely through the door. Stelly Mama.
Oh, I love that name, Pwn Alone. That's awesome.
He's actually very good. I actually think, you know, if he was younger, I think he would have been sought after by top teams.
How old are we talking?
I think he's like 27, 28.
Okay.
He's a
Stelly
very good
Mama?
opera, though.
Stelly, no, the one you're talking
Oh,
about.
Pwn Alone.
Yeah.
Is Stelly Mama really his name? How's that a real name?
Well, his real name is Brendan McGrath, James.
Stella. His name is Stella. So that's got to be his FACEIT username.
I feel like if your name was like Jamie Dada.
Because Stelly Mama's there's just a lot going on there. So Stella. All right. So yeah, this is not the singularity that I recall. So journey of discovery for me.
I got to say, James, it's actually insane because we've done obviously every FACEIT season, every ECS season preceding that. I saw one plant there by Automatic, and if it was in the past, if it wasn't a team or players that we knew, it would just be a ridiculously one-sided game. Like it just wouldn't even be close. But now you see, like I have not seen a bunch of these players play before on a broadcast, and I could already see just the level of mechanics. Like the general level is just so much higher on average than it used to be a year ago.
Yeah, when I play like FPL randomly here and there, these are the players that I seem to play against like a lot. They grind a lot. These are like the grinders in NA.
Yeah.
You know, they're putting in all the hours. So they have really good aim. They have some decent fundamentals, but you just saw like Automatic just ran out of hut and got a plant on an E ground. Like they're just eco hunting. Like you need a little bit more discipline.
Yeah, the only person I have seen here is Infinite. Mixwell has made a terrible mistake. Well, you don't expect people to be up there.
Yeah, yeah.
They practically never are. But Pwn Alone has made a fast play and it's paid off. That's going to walk. Oh, Ben. Was he looking at the radar or something? I don't know. Bit slow on the trigger finger there.
Daps had the right eye peak as well.
Yeah,
and
you
the
don't
other
really
guys,
see people hold angles like that
yeah,
and succeed in CSGO.
like he was right tight against the
Yeah.
container and he was on a left eye peak, so
Yeah.
I think that was what it was. Interesting. Well, that's a interesting one-for-one trade in terms of fragging. A minute to go with, and see Tens there up on the main roof, and he's going to be sent back due to the tagging. And they are going to give up outside entirely, but there's no presence there from Singularity, so as far as Singularity are concerned at this point, Cloud9 could still have players outside.
Freak City.
Yeah, an exchange. Infinite's made a forward play.
Gage, great.
Such a solid name.
It is.
Yeah.
It's strong, isn't it? It's a
Another
strong
another
name.
GG.
Gage,
Gage
great.
Green.
Could
Okay.
be a name of like a spy or something, an international spy.
I feel like he should be
Nice
like a
Gage
lead
Green.
singer of a band.
Moving into the A bomb site, Kusta will lead the charge with a flowery creep, and he won't be able to do much with it. There's an exchange. Shells will be fired and Daps will fall. Tens on the roof now. Down he goes. Really important frag for him. But where is
Oh, not enough
Infinite?
time, I think.
No time.
Ooh,
That was
close, but it's not close enough. And he dies after time as well. Insult to injury. At least he gets a little bonus from the bomb plant. But he will be lacking in money now. Mr. Gage Green. What is his road to... well, I guess this is partly his road to resurgence. After so much potential. He must have pissed off a lot of players.
Yeah, we
To
first
be
saw
like,
him.
he's going to be signing with Cloud9. Excuse me, WTF. Did you know this? Cloud9 can't be having that for their brand. The biggest brand, I think, in CS in... well, in CS. I mean, Liquid are top at the moment, but I feel like Cloud9 is the brand.
Optic is... Isn't Optic and FaZe technically bigger?
I mean, Optic was bought out by...
I'm not talking size of organization.
Oh,
I mean
okay.
for CS specifically.
okay.
Like
I see
if
what
you
you're
look at when Cloud before the major roster broke up, they had by far the biggest fan base.
Yeah.
Which I think has now migrated at this point to Team Liquid in its entirety. But how can you not be a fan? But they had the biggest fan base. You know, in the Sean Gears era, I think the team was iconic. With the run they had at various teams and various lands and so on. So I think in that respect, they I guess were at this point the biggest org, but some of that has been lost at this juncture. We've got Ben in the garage trying to clean things up. He's doing a good job.
Krieg. Get
Nice.
Krieg. Good.
Another false start.
It didn't really look like they're ready for that spot, which is kind of hard to
Yeah,
say.
that was actually a buy round. That
Yeah, it was.
played
Yeah.
out like it was an eco
I
round.
mean, like, what is this?
Yeah, that's a very...
Like they'd never seen that spot before.
I've never seen that play before.
I've never seen two people run with their backs turned.
Yeah.
A big garage like that.
That's I don't know what the plan was there. I'm kind of confused. But that was one of the more bizarre buy rounds I've seen.
And that has 5 frags right now.
Nice flash. Doesn't amount to a kill, but some damage is done. Yeah, it feels like Cloud9 are a little sleepy at the start of this one. But
Yeah,
we'll
this is their map pick as well.
Yeah, see if they can wake up here. We have Deagle on automatic, and Mixwell, and Kusta, and Tens. So some firepower, but some good peeking. Not really all that much you can do about that. You're Cloud9, and Ben doing the right thing, just falling back. No need to face again. Now it's Ponalone's chance to shine, but the flashbang will deny him. They'll move in towards main, and Stella is down.
Fishing. It's a comfortable pick with AWP, but Tens is finally delivering with the Krieg. Krieg doing what it's supposed to. Their weapons to be collected by the remainder of Cloud9. Daps has found himself an AWP. And the bomb will be planted. Not sure where Kusta is. Don't see him whooping much now with people like Mixwell on the go. Daps delivers the first frag, and now Ben tries to catch one of these players off guard. You can see some jiggling up top from Kusta. Surely he spotted the information now. You can see he's stopped jiggling.
Yeah, he knows.
Running wild, and he'll deliver the headshot with the mini AWP, the Desert Eagle, and that's the first round on the board for Cloud9. And they leave with the AWP and a Krieg.
Nicely done. And that's then the Krieg that went to Tens. And you can see Tens gets a double out of it, and all of a sudden, AWP is available and positions available. And maybe these are some of the rounds in which we're going to see Singularity concede to the likes of Cloud9, whereby there is a hole here or there, or you're trying to really win duels, and Cloud9 are going to win them some of the time and turn that into a really big advantage. Ponalone outside with the AWP aggressive around T-Reds. He's got Ben for support here from main.
Seems pretty dangerous for Cloud9 guys.
Ooh, I seem like the radar there.
Aggressive beat.
Cool thing here as well is that Singularity are playing pretty aggressive Counter-Strike. We're seeing them. Oh, nice catch onto Tens, looking for the punish as he fell back. And indeed, I think the younger players definitely like playing really actively. And here comes Cloud9. They've got to make something happen here. Space good for the first, very weak, and there's a trade. 2 versus 2 now with a minute for Cloud9 to find a bomb plant, they must collect the bomb as well.
Automatic wondering about some aggression, but who will have the better timing? He's gone outside. Pwnlone's moving inside. Infinite creeping as well. No bomb spotted. Mixwell knows where one of the two players is. He can hear the rotation away. So he's got half the information.
James Bond potentially on the cards.
Trying to invite some pressure. There's the pressure he's looking for. The headshot will leave Pwnlone with 12 HP, but that's enough to reset the situation and give Singularity their 6th round.
I kind of like that, you know, firstly Pwnlone's there, and then look at the rotation afterwards.
Yeah, that was so nice. Throwing his teammate threw the smoke right there. He threw 2 flashes to back up. And just the angle he backpedaled into was so nice.
I like the decision also to walk around scoped in around the lobby. Late round like that, everyone's going to be walking around, so the AWP becomes really strong when people are walking into your angle. So I really like that he's active like that. It's good stuff from Pwnlone so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else they can offer up here. We all pick Cloud9, and it's not a good start for them so far on Nuke. The Kriegs have come out in force again, and Cloud9 is still trying to find consistency. I feel like they are not really getting map control that reliably or opening up the map that reliably just yet.
Infinite with the fadeaway HE grenade. Doesn't quite hit the mark there. Corner of the wall and it bounces back. Information limited on the ramp for the CTs now. Pwnlone has to wonder about the hell position, which forces him away from heaven. Could be flanked and is being flanked.
Has Cloud9 bought an AK yet? I've seen so many Kriegs.
I think so. And it's going to work out this time. But this is the position. It's the
Again.
I can't even believe this.
it's the position.
They seem to like be having some kind of hard reads with the way they're playing this. Well, at least I feel that way, but not quite hitting the mark. Org versus Krieg. Org wins on this occasion, and then now there is only Daps. Daps are the 1 versus 4. He has the bomb, but his T side is looking troublesome for Cloud9. Spotted from the control room, and now he knows his time is limited. If he wants to get a bomb plant, he's got to go as fast as possible. That will certainly help. Must deliver the bomb immediately. Peaked from decontamination, and there will be no bomb plant here for Cloud9. They are at maximum loss bonus. Again, the bomb plant guarantees 4,200 with a loss. But no bomb plant this time. They can still buy, however, for the most part, but 2 people would be short, so it seems it will be the half buy.
Are we nervous yet, guys?
I'm a little bit nervous for Cloud9. I think, obviously, you know, they will likely have a strong CT side, and obviously Singularity T side is harder for a more inexperienced team.
Yeah.
And they have a stand-in, which also makes it even harder. But yeah, definitely worried because Singularity looks like they're playing their game style.
Yeah, exactly.
Just very happily. There's nothing really.
They're taking all these fights and they're just winning. And it doesn't seem like Cloud9 is organized enough to punish them.
Yeah.
Hard to know what to make of it. Being on the T side of Nuke. In terms of the general shape of Cloud9.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like the fights could easily change direction too. Like I feel like Singularity could easily start winning these.
Oh,
Or losing
baited.
these, sorry.
Nice angles being held by Singularity. They get the opening frag. The remainder of the T's are on pistols. Kusta will have a hard time retrieving that weapon, but maybe they can take position elsewhere as they head towards B with the remainder. You can see they've been heard. Movement on the upper position now, but surely they don't go down the vent.
Thanks for keeping the vent open. So are they trying to punish Singularity for dropping down and then just going back up to the upper bomb side? Pwnlone has control of this with that AWP. The smoke goes out, so maybe trying to convince them that they're planting is continuing to force that rotation as they go back to the upper bomb side, having then outmaneuvered their opposition. And Infinite stuff behind the door here. And oh no, that's a big problem. Free kill for Infinite. He knows that there could be more players lurking around that position as he backs away. And now the crossfires start to come into play. Automatic last man standing with the Krieg. And he'll get taken down by Infinite. And that's a wrap for Cloud9. It's nice that they got a plan, I guess, but didn't really do enough damage on top of that.
Yeah, really well played by Infinite. And Cloud9 had the read to go up the vent. Kind of reminded me of you guys see the last season of Stranger Things?
I didn't, because Lorna's wrote a tweet and it convinced me
Yeah.
not to watch it, even though I really liked the first 2 seasons.
Anyway, they're all crawling in the vents and stuff.
This is looking dangerously This is approaching a situation where the second half will be dangerously insurmountable scoreline for Cloud9, 8-1.
It doesn't feel like the Cloud9 players have had a chance to enter this game. Like
Yeah.
they don't seem to be getting engagements that even allow them to show their skill.
Yeah, like it feels as though they never win an area
Yeah,
that they can then work from,
yeah,
in a sense, and then be like, okay, we can create advantage through this or that, or we at least trade it out a 1-for-1, and now we have ramp and lobby and outside.
like there was that round by Infinite. There was the round where Ponalun was outside off and got the 2 opening picks. There was another round that I'm thinking of. I don't know. There's another opening where it just seems like Cloud9 has had no chance to fight back. It just seems like their utility is poor or something, or their spacing is off.
Yeah, Ponalona is taking a more conservative position outside. And Singularity have been fairly proactive. Again, they are really happy playing their sort of game right now. And I think, as you say, Sean, we're not really seeing the tactical superiority that you may expect from a team like Cloud9. That could disrupt the kind of style that we're seeing from Singularity. Ponalone making things a bit more awkward. Will whiff this shot, and he'll get punished this time. TenZ takes him out. And that's some outside control and some ramp control. So finally, Cloud9 has a lot going for them.
There is a player already through towards B for the CT side, however. And now there are 2. So Ben can have control of control very shortly. 1T on the site, bomb being planted. Can he find an angle to stop the plant? He can take out the cover, but he can't take out the planter. And then there was just Infinite. This will be an expensive round. What is his ultimate decision here, Infinite? He's got eyes on one player. Oh, awkward.
That's funny.
Gotta love the head bob for the headshot.
Yeah. I guess he's going to hide in plain sight now. No running, as you can see. Does not want to telegraph his position, as things have become expensive for Singularity. So he definitely wants to hold on to this weapon.
It's a cool looking M4.
That is really cool.
It's really nice.
I swear, I don't think I've seen an AK on a Cloud9. Be on the lookout for it.
At half-time in one of the earlier matches, I bought a Emperor rifle, M4A4 skin, which was very expensive.
You ever open up crates while you're in an active game?
Yeah.
So that way people can see it
I bought, yeah.
and you get something good?
But the Bears is the guy who got me on that. But I blame the Bears.
Do you ever get like a knife?
When I play with him, he buys a bunch. I got a Falchion knife a few months ago, but I
Why?
bought a bunch of esports cases recently.
But you did it while in a game? You got the knife?
I
it
can't
was-
remember to be. I did it on stream actually.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
and
epic.
once again, Sean, it's 5 Kriegs on road, and Ben just needed a lot of help there. To be honest, not even more help, just a lot of help against a double Krieg peek towards Secret. Now, what is the response from Singularity? They started well, but now their money is at the edge of breaking, and they're 4 versus 5 rather than 5 versus 4 as they had in a few rounds. What will they be able to do?
Maybe we're starting to see that flip like you were talking about, Sean, where for some reason now Cloud9 just win that first opening pick or 2 and then everything changes around. Although Pone alone with the AWP from Hell is doing some damage and he might just get caught. Indeed, that scope obscured his vision towards Kusta, who takes full advantage, and that will activate Infinite and Robbie to go for a pinch onto the lobby position. And this is not going to find anybody. Automatic lurks above and he's going to hear some stepping. And he's going to probably take out the lobby presence. So another good round from Cloud9. And they're just walking around hitting headshots with Creeks.
We have a guy whose last name is Green and a guy whose last name is Brown.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
What's green and brown?
Poop, potentially.
Singularity.
Okay, that too. Oh.
He's a poop. Guess if you've been eating spinach, it's hard for the body to process.
Yeah. I don't see brown. Is their logo brown or black?
It's green.
Yep. The second color.
White.
I see what you're doing. You've run out of colors, though.
We've got a flash play. There's the flash from the T side. I'm just waiting to see what the... okay, it's an explosion outside. A green and brown explosion, if you will. And it's not having the greatest of results. But there'll be one kill. But that's about it. So indeed, even though Cloud9 had a horrible start, once you break the money, everything changes. There's less grenades. There's less potential aggression. I know some people will be of the mindset that you need your money in the right place if you are to take increased risk on the CT side. Then again, if your money's so low, then it's I guess it's desperation. Desperate kind of risk. But anyway, 4 rounds for Cloud9, and they're in a good spot to finish on 7. If they can keep things up again, you can see the lack of utility, the shortcomings for Singularity.
Looks like Infinite wants to play aggressive here.
And he will indeed. Moving forwards, there's a quick flash from Kusta. That's quite telegraphed, though. And that does also tell them that somebody's fairly close, so they are more wary of that. And you can just dry peek this as opposed to going for the flash. And looks like there's a pinch play coming in through Hut as well. They were showing they like doing this, it seems, and it's can be pretty strong. Kusta, there's the bait. That's worked out very, very well here for Singularity. They will take control of lobby unless Automatic can stop them. Or they actually will just give it up after the single kill. I like that too. And down goes the rest of Cloud9 through Secret to put pressure on the lower bomb side. Ben, oh no, the timing there. I was going to say it's about to catch TenZ off guard, and looks like he still will. TenZ gets caught, and now they understand exactly what Cloud9 are up to.
You saw Cloud9 wanted to retreat there, back outside, but once again, Secret has been compromised, so they don't really have any position. Mixwell has all of 2 HP, and Pwnalone surely gets one for free. Door is open, door of opportunity, and it's taken by Pwnalone, leaving Daps by control. I think he just broke the glass, so they should know exactly where he is. Now they certainly do. And their road has come to an end in this particular round. We move to round number 14, and there's plenty of money for Cloud9. But Singularity were able to stabilize somewhat in that round, didn't lose too many players. So we said there was a fair chance for 7 for Cloud9, but maybe Singularity have something to say about Cloud9 getting anywhere even close to that.
I really feel like Cloud9 is breaking some kind of record for percentage of creeks purchased. Like I swear, I swear they have not bought an AK. Someone at home needs to figure this out.
It's a dictatorship.
Okay, so forward plays from Singularity again outside. Daps tries to make his way through. It's the first kill, but there's another player lurking around in a more forward position. Daps is just going to ignore anything such as that. He pushes in, and Robbie, he's done a great job there. Finds the kill before the smoke blooms, and it's not looking good here for Cloud9. Might need to go to commit through these grenades here to make this bomb site take a reality. But there goes the bomb. It's down on the ground thanks to Robbie. 2 versus 2 comes through as Infinite from above. It's going to slow things down as well. What do Cloud9 do here? Oh, nice. There's one tag there. Look how weak they are, Cloud9. They're going to drop down the vents.
Yeah, this is the one scenario where I feel like Cloud9 could have an advantage, even though they're HP.
TenZ 1 versus 2. Low health. Doing some damage to Infinite, looking for the trade fragger. Trying to reset the situation, but he won't be able to do much more. The bomb plant will be some bonus money for Cloud9 as they move into the last round of the first half. But it is Singularity making their way to 10.
They have 10 rounds, but I don't know. I'm still not sold, right? Like this is Infinite standing in. Can they actually pull off 5 T rounds?
If it was
60
12,
rounds.
yeah, if it was 12 rounds.
Yeah, if it was 12, I would have full faith.
But there's space for Cloud9 to recover. But I mean, if Singularity, for example, get 11 of them in the pistol, then who knows? But let's see if they get to 11. Maybe a fast play into the A bomb site. Mixwell looking for an opening, and you can see Ben going back and forth, force forward again, but he can avoid the angle towards Squeaky. Holding on to his grenades, but Stella will get taken out instead. That'll have to do for now.
Some more nades here. It's going to be quite annoying. The smoke's down now, so Ben is going to reposition. Doesn't really have the requisite support out there. Now he's got a better position around the door. Will they try to do anything aggressive here? Looking to see what Cloud9 will decide to do. as the smoke goes away. This could be dangerous. The information peak. Oh, Nexus was waiting for it. And now there's certainly not going to be a re-peek against the AWP, so missed opportunity there for Cloud9. In comes the molly. That's going to force him forwards. Plenty of time here for Cloud9 to do whatever they want. They can still work on that lower bomb side too if they'd like. Obviously, vent access is now open.
Pushing from the ramp. Daps looking for a second. Only 2 players remain now. 1. 11 would have been fantastic for Singularity, but how likely is it now? 35 seconds on the clock, moving to the outside, and you won't be expecting this. Tends to finish off the job and get a much-needed 5 for Cloud9. A late recovery in the first half after a very difficult start. We'll see if they can continue after the break. Time for the second half. Cloud9 with 5 rounds on the board, 5 important, much needed rounds.
Nade molly combo. He's gonna blow open the door, molly the vent rotate, 4 people rush ramp.
I can't imagine he throws it into mini because you can still get shot, you can still be seen. So there goes the HE. And
4 people rush ramp, molly rotate. Those guys are running through that molly.
okay, and down the ramp, there you go. That would be a lot of damage if they ran through that Molotov. Daps trying to make his way out the door, but he will fall at the feet of his teammate. Mixwell has a kit in front of him, but now he will lie next to Daps. They will lose heat together. Oh, this is very back and forth now. That would have been an important frag, but Infinite is delivering the frags. Automatic 78, 6 HP. Infinite not shy to re-peak. Showing his prowess as Singularity moved to 11. That is the pistol round I think both teams really wanted to get. Maybe equally needed for very different reasons.
Daps was like running to that door, and it's like one of those war movies where you're just getting pelted in the back. You go without me!
Lock the door! He's going to turn into a zombie and start eating people's faces. Ben with the MP5 on the T side. Again, the MP7 is a better gun. The only thing that the MP5 has going for it is lack of tracers. Kusta with very, very poor timing there.
It's full bot here too.
Yeah, not the best of starts, but there may be holes in the game here from Singularity. And Automatic's got himself 3 Deagle kills unanswered. Where's the comms? Ooh, caught with a grenade again, but he's buying time for his teammates. He's got 4 automatic. He's got the MP5 now. Looking for an ace in a 4-spy round. Infinite is surrounded, and it's only going to get worse. Mixwell will finish off the job. 4 players survived, 1 AK taken, 2 AKs taken by Cloud9. That is quite the false start for Singularity.
I'm upset Tim didn't get that ace.
Me
Still
too.
Stole it. That was definitely the play of the game. That was sick.
Yeah, just playing off of his teammates, trading, keeping the numbers high, and, well, not what we were expecting at all, especially after Kusa got taken out of a grenade in his hand. But here we are.
It looked like they would just, snowball over the lower site. Smoke window, smoke door.
Ooh, the good old HE's outside. Followed up with an AK-47, a collateral no less, from one face to the other. Nothing but headshots from Cloud9. Mixwell loving life. 31 HP though, had to be careful. He has gone down, so some damage has been done. Infinite will do what he can. But he will be finite in this round. And Cloud9 moves to 7. I'm feeling a Cloud9 win now.
I think so too. I was literally just about to say. I felt like Singularity was going to win the map if they just converted the ecos. Got themselves, they would be at 13
Yeah.
that second round, then the following eco. Now, 11-7, their full eco, 11-8. I don't know.
This is a very high flashbang. The problem with high flashbangs, you can see it. I don't even know if you could say that it fully blinded Mixwell. Maybe for 0.1 seconds, but that's virtually useless for a flashbang to be so high because it doesn't really have that much of an impact.
It's about as blind as we get after being inside all day and going out in the sun. Just sun's bright, but you can still see.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It doesn't really have that value. 11-8. Daps will continue with the MAC-10. Very Daps-like in that respect. Loads of money. He could drop 3 times, should it be required. In mini he goes. Stella making sure there's no push from the ramp. Now we'll see what Singularity have at the moment. What they have to offer. Cloud9 on their T side. Again, they had big opportunities on their CT side and with the pistol and beyond. Not all of those have gone the right way for them. Smoke off the wall to cover mini. And then looks to invite a peek from Secret.
Oh man, that's the one thing Cloud9 can't do is give up an opening pick. Because I really get the feeling that Singularity doesn't have anything.
Yeah. And Cloud9 may be reading that, showing a lack of respect with these pushes, but seems they may be playing into the hands of their opponent. That spots an elbow, but he is ill-equipped for the task. Now it's just Mixwell, 1 versus 4. Back and forth we go, but maybe there is a chance here for Singularity. Should Cloud9 lose this round, there's plenty of money. Again, Daps, after the loss bonus, can drop 3 weapons if needed. Won't be needed, but just to give you an idea of the money. They've kept their money together. This is a really rough round, though.
You know, in 1.6, when someone would smoke in front of this glass, you could break the glass and you could see through the shards of you could see through the shards of glass through the smoke.
Really?
Yeah, it's a little glitch.
Man, I had a really potato Packard Bell. Actually, no, it wasn't a Packard Bell. I built my own PC and it was crap. And it rips my toe in half when I dropped it on my toe once.
Yikes.
But I had a terrible graphics card. And when I played, I don't know if it was Scout's Knives or a map like Scout's Knives, I could see, I had certain glitches sometimes where you could just see through boxes. And all kinds of weird stuff.
You cheating?
Not cheating, never cheated. It's funny how many people have installed cheats before back in the day, but I never, ever, 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 ever used cheats of any kind.
Look, I'm not admitting anything to this.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, you can't anymore. But like practically everybody has at some point installed cheats in like older CS:GO versions.
Nice try, Mr. Valvev. I'm not admitting anything.
I remember the wobbly aimbot crosshairs. When you watch people's demos, the MyGot server invasions.
My God.
I love the map Dust. Well, Singularity. Losing Man Ali is never nice.
That was a crazy aggression by Tim right there, by the way.
Yeah.
Just pushing outside with an AK and getting that kill.
The fact that Infinite's obviously going to be lining up a nade eventually, but the fact that they have like such little map control at 1 minute is really, you know, disconcerting. I'm pretty happy just to sit passively and just wait.
Bait smoke for the molly. Very good. You can see molly has come and gone already.
Hello?
Great timing. That is the bomb though.
Hello?
And another one. Suggesting he's in one place, relocating to another. I respect it. 35 seconds though for Singularity to make a play here. They're a man down. They're in secret, but they don't really have huge map control. That said, there's only one player in the lower area, if I'm not mistaken. Indeed, I'm not mistaken. But there'll soon be support on the ramp position. 15 seconds now to plant the bomb. They've got some smokes, but surely there will be spray. There's some spray from Kustar being shot from below, but look at the massacre on the B bomb site.
Nice.
Singularity didn't make enough progress early. Things got desperate with low time, then they got deleted.
Automatic's coming to life this half. It's 2 4Ks for him. Bumped up to 20 frags.
Yeah, it can be nice and day once you change halves.
Singularity's in trouble.
That's one thing like Alicia said to me is like, if you're having like a bad game or bad start, you're only like 3-4 Ks away from, you know, turning everything around. So
I mean, that's easy for Alicia to say he's one of the top 3 players in the world. But
yeah.
just 3-4 Ks away from turning everything around. Like, how many people get 3-4 Ks?
Oh,
See ya.
that's a dodgy fairground ride.
No, but seriously though, that podcast was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one with Elige. He dropped a lot of good nuggets for people to
Yeah.
take in as far as like practicing habits.
I'm trying to find a time to talk to Stewie. He wants to do one as well, which would be quite cool, I think.
Lining up with the sky. And they go grenades together this time. Slow rounds on Nuke. Singularity trying to make things happen. Ben is naked with a Desert Eagle. They've got 3 rifles around that, 2 scopes on these here Kriegs. Funky setup with the AWP, not the normal angle that you expect. Mixwell's ready to trade, however. All he saw was the elbow. That was nasty. He is nasty with that weapon. And with rifles as well. The AKs and the M4s and the AUGs and the Kriegs. Then there was 10 rounds. So just one T round 1 so far. It's more or less a mirror, or it's close to what we saw in the first half at this point. Just the 1 T round 1. Taste of their own medicine, Singularity.
You know how you can shoot the ATM machines on Overpass and get money from that one?
I don't think that's true, you know. I've never seen money come out.
Yeah, you gotta shoot one of them. Make money come out.
I told Alex that you could shoot the swings and then full revolution, but he thought I was trolling him. But no, you can. Of course I've done it. I've spent so much time in the game.
Someone tweet James Bardoff a link of money coming out of the ATMs.
Yeah, please do it. I'm a
Anyway.
non-believer.
Why can't they do that with the soda machines, except make sodas come out? How cool would
I'm
that
sure
be?
there's a map where that
Why
happens.
can't we have that on Nuke?
Or maybe happens. Like an agency or something. 12-11. The money is rising for Cloud9. With success comes fat wallets.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a long time before they lose their economy.
Yeah, big buy here for the CT side. Singularity. Still have 1 player naked. This time it's Pone alone with the AWP.
Oh, an AK.
3 Kriegs and an AK. Yeah, a unicorn. Oh, there's some Navi stickers on a Krieg.
Where?
Is it on Robbie? Not sure.
Oh my god, that damage. Holy moly, that's 2 players basically dead. From some spray and an aid for the smoke.
Not a fun round for Ben Lee.
That sucks. Oh wow. Now Kusta's ready to go. He's got support as well from Automatic, so there's a re-smoke. That makes things a bit awkward. That's a nice little gap to work with.
Here we go.
Ouch.
Oh man, that smoke like baited them in.
Yeah.
There's like just enough of a gap where they're like, ah, there's a gap, we can go. We can still go.
And they go nowhere. They go to the morgue. One piled on the other. That was brutal. And now they're on Eco Town, and they have lost the lead, and soon they'll be behind.
Have you ever been to a morgue, James?
I haven't.
Not either.
Cool.
Have you?
No.
Okay.
I mean, if anyone has been somewhere weird, I would expect it to be you.
Ridiculous field
That's
trip.
not weird, is it? It's part of just the natural course of life.
Well, I mean, it's
You're
I
weird.
don't know anyone that's gone to a morgue unless they work there. Right. Next
Yeah,
well,
it's
with
not
that AWP.
Tuesday lunches at the morgue. Like,
There we go, Mixwell. It's an easy 3K. So this is pretty simplistic. Obviously, we're starting to see some of what is lacking for Singularity when we move into that T side. Definitely seems like this is not the greatest map for them.
yeah, it's crazy what, losing that second round did for them, right?
Mm.
They could have won this game like something like 16-5, 16-6, had they just snowballed with that momentum, but instead they're likely now going to lose it. But, I mean, they wouldn't have been the better team, but they still could have won, 16-6, based on how the rounds played out. Kind of weird how CS works like that.
I was going to say, I really enjoy the fact that CS has such a multifaceted kind of requirement of what you have to be able to do. 2 different jobs, and the skill sets are kind of vastly different in many respects. And some teams can just have really strong CT sides, but appalling T sides, and vice versa. I love the depth to that.
All that noise made outside, and Cloud9 have a very forward position. As you can see behind Mini. Meanwhile, Zaps is spreading the wealth. Almost a third in Infinite. And the bomb will soon be seen, and he keeps delivering. You see there's an attempted punish, but there's so many angles here for the CTs. There's number 5. 10's taking out the last player. Perhaps with some great timing. Cloud9 with just too much real estate, and it seems like Singularity are out of ideas, out of position, and out of luck.
Yeah. Having like a really nice drilled set piece of some description on the upper bomb side or something like that would maybe go a long way. Just having like one round that's put together well enough that it actually is going to contest this defense of Cloud9. Unfortunately, they don't seem to have anything quite like that, and they are going to need to find quite a bit of luck here with these Deagles. Oh, there's a huge gap there for Automatic. He's going to go. Well, fair enough. Gets a knifed at the maybe that was at the cost of 2 of his teammates, though. Infinite.
Yeah.
Not sure about that.
Guess he just had his knife out. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe the knife was out. Actually, that's probably more likely. I take it back.
Okay, what do they do now? Singularity. How do you even call in a situation like this? This is all over the place.
I feel like they've gotten so few frags this entire half. Cloud9 is just totally shutting them down.
Dust 2 is next in the Nova pass. A smoke to create some space. Koos is in a ridiculous position, quite honestly.
It's like a sentry turret from Team Fortress or something. just sitting up there.
Yeah.
Remember that game Perfect Dark?
Yeah.
Yes.
Pro Sentries places.
Nice headshot from Infinite. But it's going to perhaps be short-lived here. Indeed, there's the reverse wallbang. And 15 easily reached by Cloud9. Less and less arguments here for Singularity as his T-side has progressed. for them. And at least they get to go into this round with a 4-buy. Oh my, look at those
Wow,
odds.
there we go. We're finally over 10. And then some. Mental odds. They're only 3 rounds away, and we've got a knife in spawn. They are only 3 rounds away, Singularity. So if you think a statistical and maybe scientific anomaly is about to happen, then be my guest. Or be theirs. Be ours. Daps waits in a mini position. No footsteps being made by the lurker outside, it seems. Tens taken out now as they swarm into the A bomb site. They are looking for the flank though, Cloud9. There it is. They see the shadow. Bomb has been planted. Smokes towards the squeaky position. Very fast moving round now, and Singularity have that man advantage and position with these grenades.
This is kind of what you wanted to maybe see earlier from them. Finally a successful upper take coming into play, and Cloud9 has so much money that they may as well just throw themselves at this, even if it's very unlikely. Although it looks like they are a bit too out of position here. Automatic is so far away. It's in T-spawn wrapping around its lobby just now. So it looks like they're going to hang on to what they have. I mean, they have a Krieg and an AK, so maybe they want to keep hold of that, but they're getting some kills here finally. Vixel coming through with the Eagle is infinite though. It's going to be the swing by through Hut, and that's going to be the bomb detonation. No additional kills here coming in through for Cloud9. And there you go. They'll lose everything, but they keep the Krieg.
Yep, they will be okay for money for the most part. Cloud9 now with 2 opportunities to take a W.
What are the odds that Singularity can do that 2 more times based on what we've seen?
Not likely. We haven't seen a lot. That's only their 2nd round of the half. And in such a fashion which might not be repeated, although the crouch peek from Pwn alone will deliver.
Dirty.
Yeah, crouch peek's not what it used to be. Very far from it. Automatic has to be careful now. He'll fall back smartly. Pwn alone creeping. Can survive though. 32 HP. That's a problem. Cloud9 need frags.
Well, they need frags, but Singularity kind of have to come to them, so they have that going for them. Singularity creeping. Kusta's got to be so careful that, well, looks like he's going to win that battle. Not bad, able to just barely evade against the player on top of the main position. Looks like Automatic's curious outside. Pwn alone is holding the rotation should Automatic come back, but there's a couple of flashbangs. It's looking for duels, everybody here at the moment.
Singularity creeping in, but do they make a play towards A? They're moving into a crossfire if they do. 1 down event, 2 down event, 3 down event. Lemmings. Moving into the B bomb site. Player in secret already. What will the rotation look like? Automatic looking for a lurker, but there's a crouch on the stairs. And a bomb's been planted. Singularity need 2 from 2 just for overtime. Cloud9 need 1 from 2 to take the first game.
It's a lot of information Automatic just got. That's a nice shot from Kusta. Fancy that. And now Automatic takes down Pwn alone with a superior position. It's up to Stella to get the job done. There's a quick one. The element surprise is gone, but Kusta has 9 HP. Will he go for the hold here? He's got the kit. He's going for it with the flashbang coming out there to turn away. Stella, can he get it in time? No. Kusta, very well played. 16-13. Looked like Singularity were actually coming back.
Yeah.
Well, they were for 1 round. As you can see, there was a long string of rounds before that. But again, they did enough to keep it close despite losing all those rounds. Did enough in the first half to keep it close, but ultimately they just couldn't really make much progress at all on their T side.
Yeah, it looked like CT side when they can just roam around and take engagements at, whenever they wanted. That's when their individual skill, was at its peak. But on T side, when they had to coordinate attacks together, it was just so disjointed. The utility wasn't there, which is kind of what we expected, right? With the stand-in. It's just unfortunate, They started so well.
That's the
Yeah.
it's like 300 damage to just spamming through Spike.
Yeah, that was pretty ridiculous. Then there's a knife in the back. Very back and forth, and Kusta just about to get there towards the end, and that will be the game for Cloud9. Those highlights brought to you by NVIDIA. We just can't take you anywhere, can we?
Sorry, man.
Can't even keep you at home. It's just nowhere forward down. We're going to put him in a cage or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And when we're back after the break, it will be map number 2, which is Dust 2. See you back here soon.